Hello everyone, Mr. Cheese Gaming here, and welcome back to more of Let's Play Pokémon Emerald. Last time we took on Flannery of the Lava Ridge Gym and got the Heat Badge. In this part, well, we got the gold goggles, and although we can go back to Petalburg to challenge Norman, we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to get a phone call from Bernite. No, instead, we're going into the desert. And this time, the sandstorm doesn't harm us. Now, there is a chance that the tower will appear here. There should be a tower around here. Yeah, the Mirage Tower can appear here, and we actually encountered it sometime before. Unfortunately, we can't seem to... It's not here this time, so we're gonna have to come back later. It appears at random, though. But thankfully it's pretty common, just leave the area then come back. Anyways, now to talk about the new Pokemon here. These sands from down here that is thick and leave footprints, though that's kind of counted as tall grass. But anyways, here are the new Pokemon. First up is Cacnea. Cacnea is a pure grass type, which is a bit generic. It has pretty decent mixed attacker, which is good physical and special attack. It evolves into a grass dark type Cacturn. We also have the classic Sandshrew. It's typically slow ground type. It evolves into Sandslash, which is a very balanced stat wise. If you liked it in Gen 1 and 2, you'll like it in Gen 3. Now we have Baltoy, which is a ground and psychic type. It is a pretty decent wall. It's not very offensive, and it doesn't have a lot of HP for its defenses. It evolves into Claydol, which really isn't that much different. Personally, I'm not a fan of those two, because while really, I prefer walls that have very good HP. And finally, we have Trapinch, which isn't good of a Pokemon. However, it levels up slowly, but if you can manage that, it evolves at level 35 into Vibrava, which is a part dragon type with Levitate. At level 45, it evolves into Flygon, which in addition to the advantages Vibrava have, Flygon is very fast. It's good attack and has decent stats otherwise. It is definitely a fan favorite, so despite Trapinch being very weak and difficult to raise, you will be rewarded. Anyways, time to go around through. There can be various items you can find here. I'm just going to try to avoid the trainers this time and fight them off screen. Thank you for moving out of the way. Oh, I should mention, it's probably best if you have the Mach Bike instead of the Acro Bike, but unfortunately that's not the case for me because I forgot to go down and to Rhinos and get an Acro Bike. But if you get the Acro Bike, you can go up there and there's some secret bases and pretty nice items as well. Is there anything else? Well, there's a trainer, which I'm gonna avoid only to get into a wild battle. Sandshrew is like the most uncreative name for a Pokemon, even worse than Claydol. Because it literally just says, it's a shrew that lives in the sand. How much more uncreative can you get? There is something interesting down here though, which... Do I have... Yes I do, I have HM power. Let's try to avoid this trainer. Well, actually, there is an item there. Actually, what am I doing? I should have a repel somewhere. Yes, I have plenty. There's a Stardust there, and if you're quick, you can get out of that trainer battle. And it looks like there's gonna be an unavoidable battle right here. Though if you're fast, you can make it out of a double battle. Did he just say that he'll give me a sandwich if I win? Or have I misread that? Also, I gotta rearrange my moves for Duro. You know what? Alright, how close are you to leveling up? Pretty far, so I'll switch you out. Iron Man! Iron Man is actually ready to evolve right now, but... Oh, and it's not affected by the sandstorm either. That's very nice. Iron Man is about ready to level up, however, again, I'm gonna use a special occasion to level it up at a different time. Would be enough of a bribe. Oh, you were trying to bribe me with a sandwich so you can win. Anyways, let's rearrange Doro's moveset because I want Muddy Water to be at the bottom. I actually prefer if I had a touchscreen where I can just click and drag. Anyways, see this unique pattern here? That is actually important later on in the game. But otherwise, we're gonna have to go down here because there's an item. Sandstorm. Speaking of TMs, if you go all the way back to the fiery path, that's a clever way to avoid that trainer. Bell's effect wore off and got into a training battle. But anyways, if you go back to Fiery Path there and use strength there, you can get 2 items, one of which is a pretty decent TM. I'll actually have right on the screen what that TM is. However, I'm personally not going to after it. I believe it is a pretty decent fire type move though, although I don't think that I'll ever have Pokémon that would be good because I actually plan not to use any fire type Pokémon here. Which is ironic because fire type is actually my favorite type of Pokémon. How about takedown? That's not good. It's using Dig. Dig is actually pretty good against Steel type. Iron Defense. Sharply Rose, this might be able to defend it. A little bit, yeah. Probably would have done a lot more damage if I haven't used Iron Defense. Don't you dare. Thank goodness you didn't use Dig again. The Sandstorm rages. I like how it does that. Marill. I'm actually gonna have to leave the area and come back multiple times until the Mirage Tower returns. Your own Pokémon got buffeted by the Sandstorm. What, do you like take damage from it bothering your eyes or something? Because I can't imagine that blowing at you to do too much damage. Will I come back or will I actually have to change? It looks like I'm gonna have to change routes. Okay, it gotta come soon. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to cut it until it finally... Okay, I don't need to cut it all because here it is, Mirage Tower. And I just realized I needed the Mach Bike. Yeah, the Acro Bike isn't going to do it. Crap, I gotta leave. I'll go back for the Mach Bike. Thankfully, the tower was still there when I came back. By the way, this guy has something new to say. I see it! The Tower of Sand. The sand tower they called a mirage is clearly visible. It looks so fragile. It could crumble away anytime. Want to go inside, but I can't get my courage up for it. Now, there is an important reason why you want the Mach Bike. First of all, use a repel. You really want to repel. I'll show you very shortly why you want that Mach Bike. Gonna check around for items. This is why. Now this place actually crumbles if you step on it and you'll go to the floor underneath it. So, how to resolve that? Well, the Acro Bike isn't fast enough, but the Mach Bike is. There we go. Now you can go ahead, well actually no, there's nothing there. Repels effect wore off. Anyways, if you do not have a Pokemon that knows Rock Smash, your trip was kind of pointless. Go back here, check for items. There probably are some hidden items. Actually, no, there isn't. And one more Rock Smash. And right here, you got 2 fossils that you can choose from. I'll go ahead and tell you what each of the Pokemon are. The root fossil can be revived into Lilip. Lilip is a unique rock grass type. It's very slow but very defensive. It evolves into Cradily at level 40, and Cradily is very defensive and can restore HP. Pretty much a better wall than Baltoy or Claydol. Yet many people often tend to forget about this Pokemon. Over here, you got the Claw fossil that can revive into Anorith. Anorith is a bug rock type and is the more offensive of the two, and it evolves into Armaldo at level 40. Armaldo is just more defensive, offensive, plus his ability is very nice. So, do you want a defensive creature or an offensive one? Pretty much, when it comes to competitive play, I recommend, let me tell you, Cradily is great for multi-battles due to its defense, but it has not much use in single player. Armaldo, on the other hand, is great for single player, but not so great in multi-battles. Anyways, it's probably best to choose Lilip. Now this tower, let me tell you, once you choose one fossil, well, I'll show you. Sheesh, I really hope you grabbed the fossil that you wanted. Because you're not going to get it back. In actuality, in Pokemon Emerald, there is a way to get the other fossil. But that does not come until after you defeat the Elite Four. But, there you have it. We got the Root Fossil. A fossil of an ancient seafloor dwelling Pokemon. Kind of like a tube worm, actually. Which I believe that Cradily is actually based on. But anyways, where can we revive that Pokemon? Well, there is a place to revive that Pokemon, and I think I'm going to save that for the next part, because in that same town, there's a few more things that I would like to do there. So, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Emerald, we're going to that one town, well, city actually, where you can revive these Pokemon. I will see you guys then.